Hello to my amazing fourth grade artist. Welcome to my home art studio, which is really just our guest bedroom. But welcome in. I hope you've had the time to take a quick tour of where I'll be teaching from, which is on the main art page. But today we're going to start our first lesson. So I'm going to turn this around this way and set it down so we can start our lesson. Here we go. Well, for this first week's lesson, we're going to review color. And we're going to build on some of the color vocabulary that we have been learning since kindergarten. So I'm going to speed through the basics as a review, and then we're going to get to two of our elements of art that we're going to focus on in fourth grade for week one. The elements of art are the basic tools that we use to create art. And the principles of art are how we use those tools. And if you think to our art room at school, over by the TV we have the elements of art poster and we have the principles of art poster. The elements are the tools, the principles are how you use those tools. Kind of like in sports, the elements are like a basketball, a soccer ball, football. And then the principles would be you dribble it, you pass it, all kinds of things like that. So think about it in those terms. Now, the element of art that we're going to focus on for this week is going to be color, and we're going to throw in value with this one. Those are actually two elements of art because you guys are fourth graders and I know you can handle it. Okay? First, let's talk about color. This is our color wheel. In our art room, we have the color families with the frames over on the wall where usually stand. But this is an actual color wheel. The color wheel is a circular shape and wheels are circles, so that's why they call it the color wheel. But each color is related to each other. We have the primary colors right here. You learned those in kindergarten, right here. Blue, red, and yellow. Those are your primary colors. When you mix two primary colors together, you get secondary colors. And they are right here in this dotted triangle. Blue and yellow make green. Blue and red make purple. Red and yellow make orange. So you know primary colors, you know secondary colors, and these little ones right here. Third grade just learned about them this week. Those are called tertiary. Tertiary colors, think of three, third, tertiary, three colors to make the tertiary colors. Actually, it's three primaries. So if you look, this red violet is actually 2 parts purple and 1 part red. It goes in between here. Actually, not 2 parts purple. 2 parts blue and 1 part red. That's what makes this color. This red orange right here is 2 parts red, 1 part yellow. So whichever primary it is the closest to, you have 2 parts of it, and then the furthest away you have 1 part, and that's what makes it tertiary. So all of these little ones right here, like blue violet, red orange, yellow green, and blue green, those are your tertiaries. Primary, secondary, and then all these little ones around through here, tertiary. So that's our color wheel. Now, when you are only using one color total from the color wheel, it is called monochromatic. Mono means one, chroma means color. And the ick part, the IC part means about. So monochromatic means about one color. Mono, chroma, and about. Monochromatic. So if we chose one color on the color wheel and we used it in our art, it would be a monochromatic piece of art. Now I'm going to show you a different type of color chart. Now this is one I made in college, so it's old and it's kind of falling apart. I had to go back to school and grab it. This, let's see if you can see it pretty good. flip it so it's from your left. There you go, to the right. This is a monochromatic chart. It also deals in value. Color is our element of art, and value is the second element of art we're going to talk about. So since I've showed you just this one, I'm going to set this down for a minute and show you. We're going to talk about value, and we'll bring this one back. Okay? This one right here, I also made it in college. On this color chart, it's a value chart actually. It shows you from light to dark. Value is an element of art where you discuss, well, not you discuss, but you can see the lightness or the darkness of an object. That's value, lightness or darkness of an object. Well, this chart shows you light to dark. We start with white here, which is not on the color wheel. It is a neutral. And we go all the way to black, which is a neutral. But when you start to mix a little bit of black into white, you start to see value. See how it's getting darker and darker? And then we just get to total black. So we have total white here, the lightest, total dark right here, which is black. Now when you're mixing or you're making a grayscale, like this is called a grayscale or a value scale, you always start with the white and add a little bit of black. Black is very powerful. We'll talk more about that when we start mixing. But this is a grayscale, a value scale. Okay? Then, if you add this to it, this is a monochromatic value scale. So when we look at this one, we have green right at the end. And then when you get towards down here, it goes all the way to black. It has a little bit of green in it, but the darkest green you can have before it gets to total black. Solid green, green with a little bit of black, and just look how it, there you go. Look how it gets darker and darker. Okay. So this is green, a green monochromatic scale. Value scale, monochromatic value scale. One color, neutrals, grayscale. Okay? Now, we're going to get to two activities I would like for you to do, exploring value and color. The first one is pretty easy. You probably have done this in class when you're sitting around. I just have a piece of paper. It's actually just copy paper on. And I want you to play with a pencil. It can be any kind of pencil. Doesn't have to be any special pencil. This is just a graphite pencil you might use. It's a mechanical pencil. But I want you to practice making your own value scale. Now, with a pencil, when you press, oop, it broke. Here we go. When you press down really hard, keep breaking my lead. Don't press down that hard you break your lead. Okay. It's darker. The lighter you press, you get a lighter gray. And I want you to keep going, pressing lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter until you're barely touching the paper. Look, lighter and lighter. And you have your own grayscale. Now I'm going to take my finger just to see if I can blend it. And I can. It's called blending. Go this way too. I might come back up here and make this a little darker. Now look. I have my own value scale. My grayscale. If we turn it this way, look. It kind of resembles this one. Now, value shows us the lightness or darkness of an object. You would use this technique when you're adding shadows and highlights when you're drawing. So this is just a basic exploration with a pencil, okay, of value. We can do this with paint, but we're just going to do this for now. Now, the second activity I want you to do is I would love for you to go outside. Right now, a lot is happening. It's spring. We're starting to see lots of things blossom and bloom. So the color that I want you to focus on for your monochromatic color collection is I want you to focus on green. There's lots of different greens that you can go outside and search for. I just so happen to have this monochromatic value scale with green right here. Well, I went out yesterday. Now they've dried up a little. But I went out yesterday and I picked up a variety of different leaves. Let's see. Look, green. Hold this up. I can't hold it up. I'm going to have to just turn it so you can see. There it is. Let's look at it this way. Bear with me. I'm going to try not to spin too hard. There's my value monochromatic scale. I collected all green things. I will attach a picture of that on our website or remote learning site so you can see that as well. Okay, so you have two things to do for this lesson. We studied value and we studied color, monochromatic colors. So your two things is to play around, make your own gray scale, make your own value scale, practice going light to dark with a pencil and a piece of paper. See if you can make it, like, do a shape. Go from light to dark in a shape. Be as creative as you want with that. Then your second thing to do is to go outside. Find a variety of different greens. See if you can line them up light to dark. Try that out. Now, if you would like to share those with me, you can have your family take a picture of them, send them to my email, wyork@wcpss.net. It's going to be on the website too. Or you can join one of our Google meetups during office hours and show them to me. I would love to see you. Miss you guys. Hopefully we can be back in the art room using paint and mixing up colors and doing all kinds of things. In the meantime, stay safe, explore and create. See you soon.